begin this look, I'm going to be doing my eyes first, so I'm going to prime them with my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair. After applying that, I'll be blending it out into the eyelids with my Beauty Blender. And once that is all blended out, I'll be taking a bone/neutral colored eyeshadow and I'll be using that to set the concealer in place. For one of the eye palettes today, I will be using the Urban Decay Electric palette. I'm going to take the color Gonzo on a Sigma E25 blending brush. I'm going to begin by packing this onto my eyelids and getting that color set in place. And as I pack on the color, I'm going to bring it higher up into the crease. So this is going to be a gradual process. You want to bring it up a little bit at a time. And once I've brought it up into the crease, I'm taking a blank, empty blending brush and blending out those edges. Then I'm going to hop over to Urban Decay's Blackout eyeshadow and I'm going to start smudging this onto the lash line, and like the blue, I'm going to gradually blend this up into the crease and then take that blank blending brush and blend out those edges. Let's move on to the face. I'm going in with my NYX Angel Veil Foundation Primer. This is going to smooth out my skin and keep my foundation in place throughout the whole Halloween day, I guess you could say, or whatever event you'll be going to. Then for foundation, I'm using the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation, and I'm in the shade 202 Creamy Natural. I'm going in with something that's not too heavy, but it will give me a good amount of coverage, so don't worry about applying several layers. A good general thin layer is enough for this look. To brighten up the under eye, I'll be using my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in Fair, and I'm going to apply a light amount of that because it does not take much product, and I'm going to blend that out with my damp Beauty Blender. Then I'm going to go back into Urban Decay's Shadow in Blackout, and I'm taking a Sigma E65 small angled brush, and I'm going to begin by mapping out the cheekbone. So I'm basically following my own cheekbone, but I'm going to, at the very end of the line, make a high point in the line and then curve it down close to the mouth. It's something that you just have to eye, and it's honestly different because everyone has a different bone structure. So just really go with your natural cheekbone structure. And then after I've drawn the line, I'm going to begin by smudging it out with a little tiny smudger brush where I can be very precise with it, but also blend and smudge that out. Then I'll be taking that Gonzo, that cobalt blue, and I'm going to smoke out the color with this blue as well. Like I said, the color scheme is going to be blue today, so I thought it would be really cool to incorporate the blue within the cheekbone color. So take your time blending. It honestly took a lot of time for me to blend this out and get that kind of effect that I was going for. And once that's blended out, I'm going to refinish the edge of the cheekbone with the black eyeshadow. Then I'm going to go in with the nose. I used my NYC liquid eyeliner, and honestly I was just kind of doing the basic skeleton nose where one point is higher than the other. There's a lot of pictures you can go off of. I didn't go off a specific one, but I saw quite a few skull pictures and I just went off this. So it's not anything too hard. You just want to make the nose have two high points at the end and then round it on the edges. Now I'm taking Gonzo and I'm taking a Real Techniques eye shading brush, and I'm going to begin smoking out the lower lash line. Our lower lash line is going to be very dramatic. You want to smoke it out very, very low to give the eyes that hollow effect. And once that blue is blended out, I'm going to add more definition with Urban Decay's Blackout eyeshadow. Like I said, this is a skeleton look. You want the eyes to look really hollow and set into your face. Now we're going to begin mapping out the teeth. I used my NYC liquid eyeliner. I basically just started drawing thin, curvy lines. Not every line is going to be the same, and I think that is what gives it a really cool effect. So I just began by drawing very thin lines, and they each had a different shape, but they were all very thin. Then I began to just draw them out further and further, and I drew two lines coming out from the edges of my mouth to extend the teeth. After the teeth were drawn, I took Gonzo, the blue that we used on our eyes, and a Sigma E65 small angled, and I began by smudging out the teeth with a blue shadow. I thought it would be cool to also incorporate the blue color scheme within the teeth. Next is the fun part. I took my NYX glitter primer and my NYX Face and Body glitter and crystal, and I applied glitter in between each tooth. This gave it a really glamorous effect, and I really thought that it finished off the teeth. There was something missing, so I figured let's put glitter and add a little bit of a glam touch to it. And for my lashes today, I will be wearing the Kiss Lash Couture Faux Ink lashes in the style Midnight, which really finished off the eyes and just gave it that finishing touch. Then I began drawing contours with Urban Decay's Blackout Shadow in that Sigma small angled brush. I just began drawing small squiggly lines, and then I drew extensions, kind of like branches from that line. I thought it just kind of finished off the look. I didn't want to leave the neck bare since we had so much going on the face. I wanted to add, like, I guess a small touch you could say, to the neck to finish. And that is it for this Halloween somewhat glamorous skeleton makeup tutorial. I do hope that you enjoy, and if you recreate the look, be sure to tag me on Instagram. My username will be below in the description. Hope you have an amazing day, an amazing Halloween. Jesus loves you very much, and I love you as well. I hope you have an amazing day, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye!